Hi, Larry Fleetwood here. Never done this one before. I'm going live from my ministries page and making a tape for YouTube for CSMI. And going to be singing a few of my songs. And I may talk a little bit in between them. Because every song I've written, they come from somewhere. I've got one song that my mother, she wrote and gave to me, and I made it my own. So I'm going to sing these songs today and hope you enjoy them. I'm going to start off with Standing High on a Mountain. This is the one my mother wrote in the 70s, and she gave it to me before she passed away, and this kind of made it my own. Hope you enjoy it. Matters not. Let me go live over here on this side, messing that up. Matters not when he calls you, if you'll just obey and come. He will bless your soul supremely when our life is here and done. We will go to be with Jesus in that home he has prepared. When he breaks the clouds of glory, I hope that I am standing there, standing high on a mountain overlooking life's sea. I see many people roaming about, free as can be, while they're going down life's weary road, caring not where it may end, caring not for the Savior, knowing not that he cares within. When we tell them of his mercy and of his love so true, when we tell them of his healing power, then they'll just stand and stare at you. But we've got to walk that lonely road till Jesus comes and he says, well done. Then a crown it shall be given us, and every trial shall have been won. Standing high on a mountain, he's overlooking life's sea. There are many people roaming about, free as can be, while they're going down life's weary road, caring not where it may end, caring not for the Savior, knowing not that he cares within. Standing high on a mountain. And for the YouTube, this is going to CSMI, and was asked to give a little word about myself. I was a preacher's kid, raised in church, and then after being grown, went through some things in my life I didn't understand. Because being a preacher's kid, I always said the church expects you to know everything, but really, the pastor is preaching to the saints, and if you don't make yourself one of the saints, then you don't learn anything. And I thought I knew a lot, but after I was grown, I learned a lot more and made a lot of mistakes, a lot of choices that I can't take back, but really have no regret, because I wouldn't be who I am today had I not walked the path that I walked. That I thank God that he set me free. And I said on a previous video, the songs that I've written throughout the years, I have found out that they've come back and ministered to me, coming back into the church, giving my life back to God, and then singing some of my songs again Didn't realize how he was keeping me then. But thank God that we learn we have a destiny and a purpose. And he's the God that sets us free. I wrote this one several years ago, and I called it, I'm Gonna Love Him. Though trials come my way, even if each passing day it gets harder and harder to stand, He promised He'd be there just to hold my hand. And I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna need Him till the day that I die. Through famine or fame, no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. One day, very soon now, I know Jesus will split those clouds, oh, to take us forever with Him. I'm gonna live for Him now. It'll be worth it anyhow. And I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna need Him till the day that I die. Through famine or fame, no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna love Him for the rest of my life. Wrote the next one called I'm in the Battle. And I got asked one time, how can you be so upbeat when you're going through so much? When I had somebody seeing what I was going through. I've just learned the joy of the Lord is my strength. I may be in the battle, but I'm going to win. I'm putting on my armor, got my sword in my hand, fighting off the enemy. Now I take my stand. Nothing can defeat me, for God is on my side. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. I'm in a battle, gonna win this time. I've got a promise that victory is mine. No weapon formed against me will prosper in my life. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. Well, I'm standing on my feet now, ain't never looking back. I am marching forward to receive what my God has. There is victory waiting just inside. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. I'm in a battle, gonna win this time. I've got a promise that victory is mine. No weapon formed against me will prosper in my life. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. God on the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the sword of the Spirit, and the shield of faith. And I'm marching on to war with God on my side. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. I'm in a battle, gonna win this time. I've got a promise, victory is mine. No weapon formed against me will prosper in my life. I am in a battle, gonna win this time. I wrote this next one listening to Donna Schambach minister years ago at an event our church in Cleveland had in the book of Isaiah, where it reminds us that we've been carved in his hands. Sometimes we think he has forsaken us, and we ask, Lord, where have you gone? But he has never left or forgotten who we are. How could he? We are carved in his hands. How can he forget us? It's for us that he died. He gave his life for a world that did not care. We may walk away from him time and time again, but he will never leave us, for we've been carved in his hands. We ask him, oh Lord, can you hear me? Do you even know where I am? Well, he is your creator, and he loves you. Just remember that you've been carved in his hands. Oh, how can he forget us? It's for us that he died. He gave his life for a world that did not care. We may walk away from him time and time again. Oh, but he will never leave us, for we are carved in his hands. I wrote this next one in, I don't remember the year that Passion of the Christ came out. And it just made me think, after what he did for me, after he gave his life for me, for the rest of my days, I'm going to love him. My life belongs to him. I could never tell it all, where he has brought me from. To him I gave my heart. He is worthy of all my praise. I will love him till I die, for the rest of my days. I'm gonna lift him up high, for the rest of my days. Oh, I'm gonna serve him for the rest of my days. I'm gonna praise his name for who he is to me, and for what he has done. For the rest of my days, I'm going serve him. You don't know like I know the things he has done for me, where he has brought me from. He brought sweet victory. He is my Savior, lover of my soul. For the rest of my days, I'll let the world know. For the rest of my days, I'm gonna serve him. For the rest of my days, I will praise his name for who he is to me and for what he has done. For the rest of my days, all of my life, I'm gonna serve him. It really doesn't matter what we're going through, and I seem to say that a lot here lately, what we're going through. He really does have the best in store for us. It doesn't matter. He has the best in store. Sometimes we have to go through some things to teach us, because if we just went from glory to glory and level to level without learning anything, we wouldn't be able to remain there. But God will teach us. It's like when you're going to school. You can't be in elementary school and the next week be in high school, because you won't make it. So there are things that we go through. Had we not been where we've been, we wouldn't survive it. But God has kept us, and he does have the best in store. We just have to learn to trust him. Sometimes he makes us wait on him and lets us ask why. He sees our many tears and he holds us when we cry. He has the best in store for us. We will never be the same when we've learned to wait on him and we call on his name. He has the best in store for us if we'll just wait upon his touch. Oh, he will never leave us lonely. He knows when we've had enough of walking in our sorrow and being left behind. And after we have waited on him, he brings us back to life. In waiting on him, we've learned how to stand. Makes us who we need to be. In him a brand new man. He has the best in store for us. He sees what is ahead when we learn to wait on him and by his Spirit be leave us lonely. He knows when we've had enough of walking in our sorrow and being left behind. And after we have waited on him, he brings us back to life. This one was written, it was one time when I feel like that the Lord spoke to me. And this is what he said to me. And I'm just going to sing the song. Don't stop believing in the call. You are who you are, that's what I called you to be. And problems that you conquer makes you turn to me. I have every answer that you will ever need. Just don't stop believing, no. Don't stop believing, don't you ever stop believing in the call. Well, now don't stop believing in the call. I promised that I'd be there, even when you fall. No matter what your circumstance, whatever comes your way, just don't stop believing, no. Don't stop believing, don't you ever stop believing in that call. Well, now there have been times you've walked away from me. You thought you had no answers, but you could only see what was before you seemed bigger than anything. But don't stop believing, no. Don't stop believing, don't you ever stop believing in that call. No, don't stop believing in the call. I promised that I'd be there, even when you fall. No matter what your circumstance, whatever comes your way, just don't stop believing, no. Don't stop believing, don't you ever stop believing in that call. Well, don't stop believing in the call. He promised that he'd be there, even when you fall. No matter what your circumstance, whatever comes your way, don't stop believing, no. Don't stop believing, don't you ever stop believing in that call. No matter what it is, don't stop believing in that call. Because one day we're going to see him. We're going to see him. This next song is Going Up to Heaven. Headed, ooh, wrong key. Headed up to heaven. Won't you come and go with me? Gonna walk on the streets of gold. Gonna see the crystal sea. I've never been this homesick for any other place that I know. I am headed to a place I call home. I'm traveling down some roads, I can't see what's up ahead. I am trusting in my Savior, and by His Spirit I must be led. Well, I know that He is with me every step of the way. I am headed up to heaven. Don't you know it could be today? Well, I'm headed up to heaven. Won't you come and go with me? I'm gonna walk on the streets of gold. I'm gonna see the crystal sea. I have never been this beg for any other place that I know. I am headed to this place that I call home. I know it won't be long till he splits those eastern skies to take his children home in that sweet by and by. I've been reading his holy word, and I'm learning all I can. And when I hear that trumpet sound, my feet's gonna leave this ground, and I'm headed up to heaven. Won't you come and go with me? I'm gonna walk on the streets of gold. I'm gonna see the crystal sea, and I have never been this homesick for any other place that I know. I am headed to this place that I call home. Yes, headed up to heaven. Let's see, one more here. That I wanted to sing. Can't find the words to it, so I'm just going to sing it. I'm gonna love him. This was my mother's, her favorite song that I wrote. She loved to hear me sing it. One of the last songs I sang to her before she left for heaven. I just sang this one a while ago. I'm going to sing it one more time. I'm going to love him. Though trials come my way, even if each passing day it gets harder and harder to stand. He promised he'd be there just to hold my hand. And I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. I'm gonna need him till the day that I die. Through famine or fame, no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. One day, very soon now, I know Jesus will split those clouds, oh, to take us forever with him. I'm gonna live for him now. It'll be worth it anyhow. And I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. And I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. And I'm gonna need him till the day that I die. Through famine or fame, no matter what comes my way, I'm gonna love him for the rest of my life. I want to leave you with that one. Make up in your mind that you're going to love him for the rest of your life, no matter what comes your way. On the broke days, on the not broke days, You're just going to decide to love him and watch him work in your life, because that's what he does. He's God. We're not. His ways are higher than our ways, and things, sometimes they happen we don't understand, but just trust that there's a future and a hope, and that God's going to see you through, because that's what he does. Learn where you're at today and trust him for your tomorrow, because yesterday's forgiven, today is for sure, and tomorrow he holds in his hands. I want to wish you all